What's up, everybody, and welcome to my NXT review. This is the Fallout show from Worlds Collide last Sunday. Basically, now at this point, with Worlds Collide being done, obviously most of these UK NXT guys are most likely going to be sticking around for a good while until NXT Europe is back up at until NXT Europe is up, because NXT UK is now dead at this point. So that's over now, and we did kick it off with Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate coming out there talking about thanking for the fans for supporting you at NXT UK. He will always be known as the first and last NXT UK champion. And as he's talking about the match that happened last Sunday with Braun Breaker, which he got some boos when he brought his name up, because I think the people were more pro Bate out there. Gallus showed up then saying, like, you failed, you lost, you lost for the entire continent. You failed NXT, you failed everything, Wales, Scotland, UK, all of Europe. You had one job, and you let the whole country down, basically. But Tyler Bates said, you didn't win your unification match either, okay? So it doesn't matter. You all lost. Gallus got in, basically trying to fight Tyler Bate, jumping him in. Braun Breaker came out for the save, saying, you guys gonna get your asses kicked tonight, tag team match. So, not surprised, you know, you excuse me, basically, no surprise there. Just a tag team match, so probably seems like very formula, something probably see on Raw and whatnot. They show pretty deadly. Now having the NXT and NXT UK title belts. Basically, Lash Legend showed up saying, Damon Kemp is the reason why you guys are champions, which, she told him to ignore that, but they end up walking off with just the regular NXT tag title. So, like I said, these UK belts are really dissolved at this point. So, they end up just leaving them there with Lash Legend. Next, they went to Toxic Attraction versus Dewdrop then after that. Why I say Toxic Attraction Toxic Attraction versus Dewdrop and Nikki Ash, which I swear to God, last night on Raw, I thought they were done as a team, because I saw the thing of what Nikki Ash throwing her mask at Dewdrop and everything. So yeah, they ended up going against Toxic Attraction tonight, and they actually won. I'm actually surprised. I see Dewdrop was bleeding from the mouth. I don't know where she got hit right there, but won a bad tag match. I didn't really think Dewdrop and Nikki Ash, we see them lose all the time on Raw. Now all of a sudden they get a win on NXT. So they lost the title match on Sunday. They lost last night on Raw, and now they beat Toxic Attraction, which is probably their strongest team on NXT that has been very pushed heavily for a pretty good while now. And they just lost to a team that loses all the time. So I guess Nikki Ash and Dewdrop are still a team. So we thought they weren't a team or about to break up, which I thought that would have been for the best. But now they're a team again, so don't know what's going on there. Apollo Crews was hanging out at some pier gazebo. I think it's the same one they had Roxy about a week or two ago, cutting that horrible promo about blocking numbers and stuff. He talked about Grayson Waller and talked about the whole eye poke thing. So now he can't see into the future. So we can't get that. So Apollo, that's the future he can see. So his vision is blurry and whatnot. But he's not afraid of the unknown. So he's come back after Waller. JD McDonut, I said Donut, went against Wes Lee. Good match. Not bad at all. McDonough ended up winning with his was it the Devlin slide and whatnot? Devlin side, the whole back body drop and whatnot. Not back body drop. Why did I just say that? You know what I'm going with here, okay? But like I said, he hit his finisher on him and won the match. So pretty good match out there. Tony D'Angelo and them were basically, I guess, still drinking some cappuccino. Got the biscotti, telling pretty deadly, like, good job. You guys got, man, how much did it cost hiring Damon Kim? Said, it didn't cost nothing. Man, you guys did it for free. And basically pretty deadly, like, no, we didn't need help. And so they walked off then after that. Next week it's going to be NXT's, I guess, this 2.0 1 year anniversary. I think there needs to be a video separate, or maybe on the same night of the review, and talk about, I guess, everything that has happened in the past year with this different NXT at this point. Because trust me, I know a lot of people that stopped watching this show a pretty long time ago after the third or fourth week, especially after what they did to NXT and get rid of the whole black and gold. And there's a lot of debates of people whether you like the new NXT or the old NXT and whatnot. I I'm not even sure. I've made fun of a lot of stuff on this show. There's some people that aren't bad on there, don't get me wrong, but there's still a lot of bullshit on this show at the same time because it's literally developmental at this point. So there you go. Um, Michael Satomura went against Roxy. Very good match. I enjoyed it. I like this match a lot. Both were really good. I don't know how long Michael Satomura will be sticking around America, but I did enjoy this match in general. Um, Michael ended up getting the win though, and ended up shaking Roxy's hand and bowing down. They didn't have Roxy, not Roxy, but Cora Jade attack Roxy with the kendo stick. Michael got back in the ring. Cora Jade basically mad, I guess her phone getting blocked. I'm sick of this feud, by the way. So I don't, by the way, I don't really care about the Cora Jade Roxy feud because it's been just bad, just really bad at this point. But I did like this Roxy and Michael Satomura match. That was really good. Um, Damon Kemp had a video basically explaining his actions to what he did about how Roderick Strong brought him in and how the Creeds are great tag team and he didn't get any thanks. He was always in the background. Everybody was talking down on him. He's like, this former, Olympic, but college champion and everything. A big wrestling champion. Say, he beat Brutus in college and that Julius is just jealous of him and stuff. And basically Julius is mad because Roddy liked him better than him, but he had the whole thing going down, taking Roddy out in the parking lot, trying to hold his composure and stuff, and even staying in the back crease and he wanted his help, so he knew it was time to screw him out of the title. Okay, because it's not Diamond Mine forever, it's Damon Kemp forever. So pretty good reason video pre-tape video of Kemp explaining himself. Guy's going on his own now. When will his brother ever debut? Gable Stevenson? I have no idea. But I did like that reason. I guess the Dyad or Schism or the Grizzly Young Vex or whatever they're calling these guys are still hanging out the Watchman pins. Kiana James and her very hotter secretary standing right next to her, like I said last week, and then like the self porno in that segment they had going on. But yes, her secretary looks really hot. They didn't run into what Arian Grace. I think that's who is that? Yeah, Santino's kid. Yeah, a lot of hot people right here. So I guess they talked about they don't like Zoe Starks and Akina Lyons, so they're gonna do something about that. Ricochet winning against Trick Williams. Not much to say about this match. Ricochet won. I know they had Carmelo on commentary, so Ricochet getting a shooting star press for the win. We'll probably see another match from these two. Maybe. I don't know. Um, Tony and them was still, in the back, just still drinking a lot of coffee and all that stuff. Cameron Grimes passed by and, making that offer again. Cameron says, I don't need anybody. I'm not joining you and stuff. And, Tony says, remember up until the last, two guys and what I got rid of, okay? Basically like Champa and Escobar, which they respected them, but he didn't respect them. He tried to attack D'Angelo and them, but he ended up getting going through the table then. So I'm sure it'll be a match next week with them. The Diamond Mine, or what's left of the Diamond Mine, end up talking about, Damon Kemp wants to be a tough guy behind a camera, but let's see if what's on site. Pretty Deadly show up saying, no, 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 no. We're going to prove that we can beat you, okay? We need Damon Kemp. So next week, we're going to put the titles on the line next week, so that they can pretty much do it on their own, or the WWE Universe will choose the stipulation apparently. So we'll see where that goes. Nathan Frazier went against Axion, A Kid, whatever blurry luchador mathematician thing is going on, and I guess now a best of three series. I thought it was a Heritage Cup rule thing, but I guess it's gonna be a best of three. Good match though, very technical. Axion getting the win, so very good match to kick off this whole thing. This whole best of three series. Not a bad one. That was pretty good. Um, the security guards, or Hank the security guard, leading other security guards, had to keep Gallus under control. That Javier dude showed up talking about, he's a big star NXT level up, and that Hank's a security guard. Hank called him a prick, but he knew he had to get going to get Gallus to the ring. So maybe we'll see a match with these two. So yeah, the security guard may have a match soon. We'll see where that goes. Um, I guess Quincy Elliott will be debuting next week. I don't know who he's waving to in the streets to nobody on a moped. I think I said this last week. This is almost like their version of Sunny Kiss. It looks like it's going to be for some reason. Um, I guess the North American title will be on the line with Ricochet and Melo again. Once again, the WWE Universe is going to pick what happens or who challenges for the title. I mean, not Ricochet, but someone's going to be challenging Melo for the belt. But in the main event was Gallus, Mark and Joe Coffey versus Tyler Bate and Braun Baker. Braun Breaker. I said Braun Baker. Baker, Breaker. Breaker, Baker, Shaker, Breaker. Basically, this was just a good tag match. Not much I can say from here. Bate and Breaker got the win. Bate got the Tyler Driver 97 on him. So, not much I can say from this. It was a pretty good match, though. Um, right after that, JD McDonough showed up and took out Bate then as Breaker got in the ring. As McDonough looked on from the crowd. So I guess there'll be a few from there. Then again, we've seen Bate and McDonough or Devlin in NXT UK before for the title, I believe, at one point. So I guess maybe a rematch then because we've already seen McDonough and Breaker. So we'll see what happens next with that. But other than that, though, that's all I got to say about NXT. Like I said, good Fallout show. But I think I maybe have a special video next week or whenever about this 1 year of NXT, the new NXT, I should be saying, and how, if anything, has really changed that much, and if it has gotten for the better or for the worse. But we'll say that for a different video. Other than that, check out the All Out review. Check out the Worlds Collide review. Check out the Clash of the Castle review that is uploaded online right now. Follow me on Twitter at HoodNight890. I'm out. Peace.